So for this video, we're going to go over molecular nomenclature. And molecular compounds are ones that involve two nonmetals. Because the electrons in those cases are shared, we don't have to worry about Roman numerals. We don't do anything with charge. So this is rather what I think is a simple way to go. The one thing we do care about is the number of atoms. Okay, how much of each atom we have, that matters. And the way that we say the number of atoms we have present is we use prefixes for those. So there are numerical prefixes, 1 for mono, 2 for di, 3 for tri, and so on, all the way down the list. So the best way to really kind of go about this is to jump right in it. So CO2 is one we're all very familiar with, carbon dioxide. And I think you can see where the name comes from. We have a single carbon right here, so that's where it gets carbon. And then dioxide comes from the fact that there are two oxygens. Okay? So we can see where that's from. Now, this other one right here might be a little less obvious, but I think you should be able to see it. So carbon monoxide. Okay? Very unbreathable. You do not want to breathe this. So carbon monoxide, carbon because we've got the word carbon there, and then monoxide because we only have one. So for every element except the first, no matter how many you have, so for second elements, we always use a prefix. Okay? For the first element, as long as it's one, we don't need to use the mono prefix. So this is not monocarbon monoxide. It's just carbon monoxide. Here, in these two examples, we have more than one of the first element. So this would be called dinitrogen. Now we only have one of the second element, but because it's the second element, we say how many there are. So dinitrogen monoxide. And these are two separate words, by the way. 4 of the phosphorus is tetraphosphorus. Long word. And then decasulfide. Okay. And then going from a name to a formula, sulfur, that tells us there's only one because it's not disulfur or anything. Hexafluoride, so that fluorine is the second element, and there are 6 of them. Dinitrogen tetroxide. Dinitrogen means I've got 2 nitrogen, tetroxide, oxygen, 4. All right, so that's pretty straightforward. There are only 2 that break this rule, or don't follow this convention, and that is H2O. It is not dihydrogen monoxide, though you get some funny things in Google if you look that up. This is always water. And NH3. This is not nitrogen trihydride. This is ammonia. Okay, so these are what's known as common or universal names. We always use these names. We never use the systematic names for those. Okay? Good luck.